There is an art to noticing, a quiet discipline of the heart. In a world that celebrates what's loud and fast, noticing asks us to slow down, to pay attention, to really see. I spent a few days in Virginia earlier this month with family, really just to enjoy time together. I brought my film camera, not to capture perfection, but to hold on to the beauty found in small things, and to slow myself down in the way that shooting on film does. A dusty sunbeam in a kitchen window, laughter spilling across a back porch. The way time seems to linger when you're fully present. God is in these moments, the subtle and sacred kind. In the Bible, Isaiah says, "The whole earth is full of his glory." Not just the grand mountains or the oceans, but the in-between spaces too. This is the art of noticing. It's a way of seeing, and maybe a way of worship. It takes intention to slow down. I don't always live at that pace. Most days are a blur, filled with to-do lists, deadlines, distractions, losing track of time. But on this trip, the pace was different. It was quieter, slower, gentler. Time was marked by cups of tea and long conversations, by walks in the field, by playing games around a table, by sharing every meal. It reminded me, slowness creates space for awareness. Awareness of how gracious God really is to give me the warmth of sunlight or a pretty flower in the grass. These are the quiet gifts, the kind we miss most when we move too fast.
Natalie, cup of hot tea?
Sure. Which one are you having?
I think I'm just going to go with the Earl Grey this morning.
And a truck pulled out in front of her.
And
one thing that's helped me practice seeing them is film photography. With film, you slow down. You choose each frame, you wait, you pay attention. I don't take 20 shots of the same scene. I choose one, I wait, I watch, and in that watching, I see more. And maybe that's something we all need, to slow down and choose what's worth noticing. Because it surely isn't doom scrolling and endless tasks. Ask yourself, what's something ordinary in your day that might actually be holy? Maybe it's the quiet of the morning before everyone else is awake, or a walk on your break to feel the breeze on your face. Even the gift of having laundry to do because it means you're well clothed.
that cow, he's all golden.
Ecclesiastes 3 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Not just the ordinary, not just the curated picture of what we see online, but everything, including today. This is a kind of beauty that doesn't ask for attention, but it's there. In the wisdom that comes with age, in the sound of the birds just before the sun sets, in the steam rising off a cup of coffee made for you to enjoy. I hope you see these things, and you see the goodness that's all around us. Being with family reminded me just how fleeting time is, how fast seasons shift and things change, how quickly you grow up and memories fade if we don't hold on to them. But being present helps me to remember. Sitting across from someone, listening to their stories, looking at old photos, sharing silence even, that's where connection is built. God designed us for this, for community rich with the sharing of wisdom, for caring for each other. And when we practice the art of noticing, we begin to see how God has been present all along. In the laughter, in the pauses, in the moments we might have missed. The small moments, they're actually big ones. You don't need a perfect schedule or a picture-perfect life to create meaning. You just need to show up. Try this week. At the end of your day, name 3 things you noticed and thank God for them. It could be a smile, a smell, a sound. This is where connection begins, not just with others, but with the Lord who designed your life with care and beauty. Psalm 34:8 says, "Taste and see that the Lord is good." What if we made space every day to do just that? You don't have to do more or have more to live a beautiful life. You just have to notice what is already around you. The art of noticing invites us to live with open hands and open eyes, to see the goodness of God, letting beauty draw you into worship, and remembering that even the smallest things can speak of God's love. So today, slow down. Look again. He's there.